is critically important that, and I want to make this abundantly clear, that the information and the strategies that I'm going to be sharing with you is only for those of you who are willing to look at money in a completely different way than you've been programmed or conditioned to look at money. There's a saying that the mind is like a parachute. It only works when it is open, okay? And I want to encourage you guys to not just look at this information. I want you to see it with your mind and exercise some common sense, because if you come from that perspective, I promise you, you're going to lose sleep tonight, and you're going to thank the person that took the time to invite you to this strategic partnership meeting. So having said that, what we're doing is we're looking for members or partners worldwide that want to help us build a global bank on the blockchain, okay? I want you to imagine a world where you can be your own bank. And this is not pie in the sky whatsoever. And how we're going about doing this, ladies and gentlemen, is that we're connecting digital wallets on the blockchain worldwide. If you understand how banks make money in their business model, basically they're just buildings that houses digital wallets. And what they want is people to come and open up accounts or deposit their money into their digital wallets. And as a consequence of doing that, they're able to loan our deposits out at interest and keep all the cash flow. Well, we're basically changing the game here. We're flipping it upside down, and we've got our own unique wallet. But before I talk about our wallet, I want you guys to understand how big the digital wallet space is. A lot of people don't even understand how big it is, but a lot of you are utilizing Cash App, PayPal, your bank account. There's Zelle, there's Coinbase, there's Robinhood. These are nothing more than digital wallets, and it's a $4.6 trillion opportunity in our pocket. Now, I want you to think about this. How often do you go into banks now to take care of your regular banking transactions and things of that nature? Not nearly as often as you may have done maybe a decade ago, right? Because a lot of us are walking around and we're doing our stuff via our smartphones. So basically, we have a bank in our pockets. Ladies, you have a bank in your purse, and we're going to show you how you can become your own bank, literally speaking. And so what I want you to understand, too, is that this is not an investment platform. So you can take a deep breath. So there's no gambling of your money here. So it's not about a percent daily program, no speculation whatsoever. It's rooted in mathematical certainty. So our wallet is called the Co-op wallet. It's short for cooperative wallet. And it employs three powerful things. Number one, artificial intelligence, which is all the rage. Basically, it's like a robot that's going to work for you after you go ahead and do our two-step execution that I'm going to break down for you guys here in just a moment. It works for you nonstop. It doesn't call in sick or anything like that. And it's going to continue to perform after you've done the two steps. The promise of blockchain. Basically, that's the internet of value. That's what's making this all possible, whether you realize it or not. Everything is going blockchain, from cases of wine to real estate transactions, medical records. Everything is going on the blockchain. And so we're the tip of the spear in terms of bringing this to our friends and our families, in terms of getting involved in this modern day gold rush that's taking place. And so basically what the blockchain does, it removes the middleman out of the equation. So you don't have to have bankers in an A to B transaction anymore based on our system. And then cooperative funding. This is where you and I come together and we basically pool our money together in an environment that's going to allow each and every one of us to generate escalating residual cash flow. So this behaves like a privately owned, member-owned bank. And here's the best part. As a member, you can withdraw your money on a daily basis. So there's no holds on your money. So there's not just numbers on a screen that you think that when you go to withdraw it, that you're going to, that you're not able to get that money. It's instant withdrawable money, ladies and gentlemen, okay? So here's what I want to do real quickly, just to give you guys maybe more of a video perspective of it. I'm going to play this video for you, and I want you to really pay attention, and I want you to really imagine a world where you are your own bank, okay? And then I'm going to come back and break this thing down for each and every one of you. So let me move myself out of the way here real quickly and play this short video for you guys here.
You don't need traditional banks. Imagine a world where you are your own bank. No more middlemen, no more delays. Meet the Co-op wallet, a revolutionary concept powered by blockchain and artificial intelligence. With our Co-op wallet, we are creating a diversified global economy. No reliance on centralized banks, no gambling with your money. This isn't an investment platform. It's a new way to manage your finances. Think about owning the track. not betting on the horses. Our system delivers scalable, passive residual cash flow for all global partners. Withdraw your money daily with no holds once your account hits $50. We're building a private member-owned global bank through cooperative funding. The future of finance is here, and it's all about empowering you. Say goodbye to traditional banks and hello to the co-op wallet. This is the future. Join us and be part of the revolution.
Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and break down exactly how this works. So guests, once again, really pull in. I'm going to show you how you can become your own bank today and begin to start receiving residual deposits daily into your very own co-op wallet account. And this is what we know, that this works for 100% of people, 100% of the time that complete our 2 simple smart steps. I want you guys to think about this. This is rooted in 100% choice and not a chance. Zero gambling of your money here. And these are the 2 steps I'm going to break down for you. And I want all the guests to ask themselves, as I'm breaking this thing down for you, is, well, can I do this? And if the answer is yes, we invite you to join forces with us because we're changing the world with this one here. Okay, so let's go with step number 1. Basically, what's required is you're going to create 3 free co-op wallet accounts, as you see displayed here on your screen. It's basic information. It's so simple, right? It's first name, last name, email address, and phone number of 3 entities. It can be an individual, it can be a church, it can be a charity, it can be a business startup, because everyone's in need of residual cash flow, whether they realize it or not. And then you're going to come over here and just simply prove that you're not a robot by copying the number or the image here, and you hit invite. When you do that, instantaneously, free co-op wallets are going to be created with a back office dashboard and a unique registration key that we liken to a global bank account number. I want you guys to think about the power. How many of you have a global bank account? And when you know the registration key of anyone within our closed loop ecosystem, you can send them money in a 1/10 of a second anywhere in the world in any amount. So if you can type, you can do well here. So that's step number 1. Then step number 2 is you're going to assign an activation token to those 3 free accounts or 3 friends one time who are going to do the exact same thing one time. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to assign a $28 token to their registration key that was automatically populated when you created the free accounts. You're going to hit 1 co-op 28 token and you're going to hit assign, and instantaneously those free accounts go live. Now guess, the reason why you've been invited here is because the member that invited you, they want to assign this activation token to you. They want to give it to you to set you up in your own bank. So the beauty of our process is that it eliminates the aroma of recruiting. We're giving it forward, setting people up in business, and all that's required is for you to accept the token, and then you're going to turn around and do the exact same thing for 3 entities one time ever. Now, let me help you understand the token. That's just how value moves on the blockchain, but it's real money, okay? But it's just how value moves on the blockchain. So what I'm going to do here real quickly, I'm going to go into the back office now, and I'm going to demonstrate these 2 steps for you. And I want all the guests to really, really pull in here. And I'm going to go into a demonstration account. And this is an exact replica of a live account. So guests, really, really pull in here, okay? Move this out of the way. And in this demonstration account, all of you guys, all the guests, you're going to be Michael Jordan, the GOAT, all right? So we're going to go down here. And does this look familiar, right? This is where you put in the basic information of 3 of your closest friends, your church, your charity, whatever the case may be. So I'm going to go up here. I'm going to go ahead and put in a couple names here. So let's go ahead and say Michael Jordan knows Portia Benson, who I saw out there. So let's just say he invites Portia. And let's say this is her email address. And phone number. Come down here, and we're going to simply prove that we're not a robot by copying this image here. All right. Now I'm going to hit invite, but before I do that, I'm going to come up here. I want to show you something, guests. You see up here, you see 0 all the way across. That's going to change because that number is going to change, and you're going to start seeing real money in there, and it's going to reflect If your friend Portia said, yes, I'm in, I accept the token, and I'm going to turn around and do the exact same thing. The other thing that you see here is non-redeemable. That's because when you get started, you're going to have this marketing tool as well. What we like to do is show people through an exact science, the demonstration here. So you're going to have this exact same tool. We call it our co-op build tool. But when your account goes live and you start enrolling people by giving them a token, you're not going to see the non-redeemable in your live account. Make sense? So let's go down here real quickly. I'm going to go ahead and hit invite. And let's move this out of the way. And you see $9.75. That simply represents if your friend Portia said, you know what, I'm in, I see this thing. Let's get this cash flow. Let's build an international bank. Okay. So that's $9.75. Now check this out. That $9.75 came from the $28 token, which is $28 in value that you use to open up and set Portia up in business. The rest of that $28 is going to go to 9 other people that were in line ahead of you. They're going to receive a residual micro deposit for simply Portia saying, yes, I'm in, right? Now, I could have put in all 3 at the exact same time, but I'm just doing one at a time so you guys can see how it behaves and function. So let's go ahead and put in another person. Let's go with Joseph Miller. So let's say Joe Miller is one of your friends. And let's say this is his email address. And then phone number. And then come down here. We're going to prove that we're not a robot by simply copying this image here, right? And we're going to go ahead and hit invite. Oops. Hit invite. And look what happened. More money. Another $9.75 representing your friend Joseph saying, I'm in. He's receiving the token. You're going to receive $9, another $9.75 from that. And 9 other people that may not even know Joseph saw an increase in their residual cash flow. Every time an account is activated in our closed loop ecosystem, 10 people receive a micro residual deposit. The same thing's going to happen for you, right? Now, let's go down here and put in a third person. And let's go with Charles Thomas. Okay. So let's just say this is Charles' email address. And phone number. We'll come down here to simply prove that we're not a robot again. 21559. We're going to hit invite. Charles Thomas has a free account that's activated. Okay, now look at this. Another $9.75 representing Charles Thomas saying, yes, I'm in. You get an instant rebate, and 9 other people that were in line ahead of you saw an increase in their residual cash flow simply from Reverend Charles Thomas getting started. Now, guests, do me a favor. I want you to write down 2925. Okay, it's going to make all the sense in the world to you here in just a moment. We would like that to call that the magic number. Now, can you involve more than 3? Yes, and we're going to encourage you to do so because this is a blessing to a lot of people's lives, but 3 is the minimum. So 2925, please write that down. Over here, we're going to go to your co-op build team. You see you have Charles, Joe, and Portia, and look what happened. Instantaneously, just putting in their basic information, registration keys unique to them was automatically populated, once again, representing their global bank account number. And if you know the registration key of anyone within this closed loop ecosystem, you can send the money anywhere in the world, right in the 10th of a second. Your co-op wallet is also over here. You'll be able to see your balance, add funds. This is a demonstration account, so you're not going to see that in this particular account, but you'll be able to see it in the live account. Withdraw your funds on a daily basis. This is so important for you to understand that if you make money today, you can withdraw your money tomorrow. Member-to-member transfer, your invoice, and your transaction history. You'll be able to take this to your account, your tax preparer, all your transactions, your debits and credits, and all that kind of stuff as well. Over here are the tokens, right? Buy tokens, where you buy 3 tokens, and my tokens. So once again, guests, the member that invited you here, they already have tokens housed in their dashboard. And the moment you say you're ready to get locked and loaded, you're going to purchase your 3 tokens and they're going to assign one to you. And that's how simple this deal really, really is. Don't overcomplicate this deal whatsoever. So what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to go back to the presentation and we're going to start talking about money here. But before I do that, I want to show you guys, all right, some daily deposits here. This is real that I'm showing you guys. And I want you to imagine you're living your life and you're getting daily deposits coming in and you're not exchanging time for money. You're talking about residual cash flow hitting your co-op wallet on a daily basis as you live your life by design rather than living one by default. Let me go ahead and play this for you guys real quickly. Okay, so that's how this thing works. Now, what I want to do, you guys, I'm going to show you guys something here real quick. We're going to start talking about money. We're going to really break down these numbers for you here real quickly, okay? And I want you guys to really, really pull in, and we're going to show you how the money gets paid out for helping us build this global network. I want all the guests to understand that what we're introducing to you is the world's first income escalator. Now, what do we mean by that? It's not just a play on words. Take that very, very literally. I'm sure you've been on an escalator before going up, right? If not down. And you have to at least get on it. And then the automation automatically takes you up. But you have to at least take the first step, and that's get on it. Make sense? The same thing here. You have to get on it by simply accepting the $28 token from the member that invited you here. Think about how simple that is. And that's going to put you on the escalator. And then you're going to turn around and give it forward to 3 friends yourself to put them on the escalator one time. And as this process gets duplicated, your mind is going to be blown by the residual cash flow that you're going to be able to generate from your own bank. So what's required is you simply accept a $20 token from your inviter, and you're going to buy 3 $28 tokens yourself for a one-time out of pocket of $125. And that includes blockchain fees, things of that nature. And then you're going to simply assign one $28 token to those 3 strategic partners during your first day to 28 days, one time ever, who are required to do the exact same thing one time ever. Guests, please let that one time hit you in the middle of your forehead, right? Because it's not something you have to do next month, next year. We're talking about a one-time execution. And as a consequence of duplicating everyone doing that one-time execution, everyone's going to receive benefit residually for building the global network. Now, as you guys saw in the demonstration, when you activate 3 accounts, you're going to receive $29 deposited into your co-op wallet, right? Now, that's why we do the demo, because we want to show you proof and truth. No guesswork here, okay? Now, there's a $28 monthly subscription with this, and this is what makes this so powerful, and this is what makes it residual in nature, because you got to understand, we talked about cash flow, right? That's the number one financial problem that people have. They don't have a money problem. They have a cash flowing problem. And the reason why we say that is because, see, your bills are subscriptions. They're residual in nature, right? They show up every 30 days like clockwork, whether it's your mortgage, your rent, your car, food, gas, all of these things, insurance. These are residual subscriptions. And most people are exchanging time for money trying to take care of these subscription bills that's on autopilot. We're getting ready to show you guys a bulletproof, I like to say idiot-proof game plan to get your residual cash flow or income greater than your monthly residual responsibilities. When you have that, you have 7 days of Saturday. You can wake up when you get through sleeping, and now you're able to free your mind up to really, what is it that you really want to do with your time now that you're no longer being a wage slave at a job? Make sense? So let me show you guys how this breaks down and really, really pull in here, okay? I want you guys to pay attention. Everything you see in red, it's a one-time execution. Once again, we're only required to activate 3 accounts. What you guys see behind the scenes, don't lose sight of what it is that we're doing. We're connecting wallets. All right. We're like a bank. We want people to open up accounts in our closed loop ecosystem. This is just how you get paid for helping us do this. So let's go here. I'm going to show you guys a 10-week game plan. Now, as I'm breaking this thing down, guys, I really want you to think about this. 10 weeks is going to come and go anyway, God willing. Yes or yes, right? Now, if you keep doing what you're doing, you already know what 10 weeks from today is going to look like. I want you to imagine the possibilities of what your life can look like 10 weeks from today. Not only what your life could look like 10 weeks from today, but what 3 of your closest friends' life could look like, what their friends' life could look like 10 weeks from today. Make sense? So let's break this thing down. So this is your first week, and what are you going to do? You're going to activate 3 accounts. How many times? Just one time, right? Now, what's going to happen? You're going to receive $29 directly deposited into your very own Co-op Wallet account. Your $28 subscription is covered because 29 is greater than 28. And so your subscription, when it comes back around, is going to be pulled from the accumulation of your cash flow out of your wallet. So no more out of pocket. At this moment in time, guests, you're done with any neck down labor, okay, that's required for you to begin to receive benefit from this system right here. Done. Okay? Now, your 3 strategic partners, what are they going to do? They're going to do the exact same thing. They're going to activate 3 accounts. How many times? Just one time in 7 days or less. We have people doing it in an hour. We like to tell people, just get it out the way and go back to doing what you were doing. Tell your 3 friends, get it out the way and go back to doing what you were doing. As everybody does that, watch what's going to happen to your residual cash flow. Now, when your 3 strategic partners received that $29, you went up to $47 in unavoidable residual cash flow, and 9 other people that were in line ahead of you saw an increase in their residual cash flow. Now, this is independent of your involvement. Now, I want to really take a pregnant pause here because going from $29 to $47, it's not a whole lot of money, right? But you have to ask yourself this question. Well, how did I receive that increase in residual cash flow? Not just money, but reoccurring cash flow. How did I receive that increase? Can you say independent of your involvement? See, in order for you to create wealth, you have to find a way to disengage your time from your income production. That's how wealthy people are able to do it with the same 24 hours in a day that we all have, right? It's called leverage. Now, these strategic partners, what are they going to do? They're going to activate 3 accounts themselves in 7 days or less one time, right? They're going to receive $29 just as you and your 3 strategic partners did. But when that happened, your 3 strategic partners went to $47 residually, and you went up to $96 in unavoidable cash flow. I love saying that. Unavoidable cash flow. That means you cannot get out of the way of the money if you wanted to. Make sense? You're going to receive compensation on every digital wallet that opens up after you through infinity. More on that in just a moment. Let's go to week number 4. These strategic partners, it's their first week. You're 4 weeks in, but you haven't done anything since your first week. Neither have your strategic partners, neither have their strategic partners. It's these strategic partners' first week. They're going to activate 3 accounts only, right? How many times? One time. They're going to receive $29. And when that happens, they went to 47. Your 3 went to 96. You're now up to $258 in unavoidable residual cash flow. Now, from that $258, your $28 monthly subscription is going to be deducted from that $258. So you're still $230 to the good, and now you're still in the cash flow. Let's go one more week in. It's these strategic partners' first week, though. You're 5 weeks in. You haven't done anything since your first week. Please let that resonate with you guys. You're not working anymore. is these strategic partners first week, they activate 3 accounts one time, they receive $29. That triggers all of these people to see an increase, including you, in unavoidable residual cash flow. You're now up to $547 in unavoidable residual cash flow. This is how it works, ladies and gentlemen. The red is a one-time execution, but the artificial intelligence that's baked into this co-op wallet has the green continuously going up independent of your involvement. That's powerful if you really marinate on that, okay? So this is how it works. As everyone does the one-time execution, you're going to see yourself just going up the escalator, right? Just casually going up the escalator. And this is the story for everyone that gets involved. There's no seniority here, nothing like that. We're talking about a one-time execution, and you're automatically being taken up the income escalator. Now you're talking about over $175,000 in unavoidable residual cash flow. Now, this is just a 10-week theoretical example that I'm sharing with you. But the numbers, the math is the math. It could be 10 days, and those numbers would still be the same. It could be 10 hours, and those numbers will still be the same. See, what we love about this project is that we, as a global community, we get to decide how fast and how big this becomes. Make sense? And everyone's just simply going up this income escalator, right? So what we're telling people to simply do is you're just getting in line. We call it an infinite success line. And all a person has to do is simply accept what we like to call the golden token to get them on the escalator. And all they're required to do is turn around and do the exact same thing for 3 people one time, teaching duplication, and everyone goes up the automated income escalator as the artificial intelligence that's baked into this wallet does all the work for you on the blockchain. Hopefully this is making sense to everyone so far, okay? So here's what I want to do real quickly. You go past this. Go here. I want to show you guys this because there's some of you may say, well, Greg, that sounds good, but what if you run out of people? Not a problem. Now, this should excite each and every one of the guests because this is a closer right here. If you understand what I'm getting ready to share with you guys, we have something called the Mobius loop infrastructure. You guys see this ball down here that's moving around? That's like that cash flow ball that you guys saw on the previous screen. It's the infinity sign, ladies and gentlemen. And what ends up happening with our Mobius loop infrastructure, once your cooperative gets filled, automatically another one will open up for you. And the 3 people that you introduced, they're going to follow you into another matrix, into another matrix, into another matrix. This thing is infinite. There is no saturation point. This is like a stairway to heaven here, infinitely speaking. So if all 7+ billion people got involved in our closed loop ecosystem, do you guys understand that with this Mobius loop infrastructure, another cooperative will open up? How many of you have more than 1 bank account or have more than 2 digital wallets? If you have a Cash App account, that's a digital wallet that you have. If you have a PayPal account, that's a digital wallet that you have. You may have 2 or 3 bank accounts, right? These are nothing more than digital wallets. These are the gatekeepers for how value moves on the planet. There is no bigger game. And the fact that now this is infinite, no skill set required, just a little bit of exercise and common sense to be your own bank. That's all it takes here. We're excited about this deal, okay? Now, so as everyone goes up this income escalator and your 3x10 cooperative gets filled, another one automatically opens up. Another one will open up, another one will open up, another one will open up, another one, and another one. This is infinite for everybody on planet Earth. We're excited about this deal. Hopefully you guys are tracking with me, okay? Let me do this real quick. I want to play this video for you guys too. This is coming from a member that was 6 weeks in. I want you guys to see there's people from different walks of life where you see brand new people having success, and then I want you to see someone that's been in since I think it's 2021, if you will, so that you guys can see the longevity and the stability in this project as well. And then we'll wrap it up, okay?
after week about this BYO bank thing, but you know what? Documentation beats conversation, so I'm going to show you something. But I want you to keep in mind that if you are in a business opportunity right now and you've been in it for a minute and it's been 6 months, 8 months, a year, and you're not receiving daily deposits into your bank account, or your residual isn't at least $500 a month to $1,000, what are you doing? I've been in this for 6 weeks, you guys, and wow, let me just show you. Let me just show you. Do you see these? Last night I got a drop. I call it a drip. A deposit drip of $49. The day before, $37. Day before that, $21. Day before that, $10, $17. That's a debit right there. That's my monthly fee, or I should say my deposit, that keeps me in business. But before that, $19, $11, $18, $6. I mean, you guys, look at these deposits. They come in every day. And what I want you to know about these deposits is every time I get a deposit into my account, 10 people above me get deposits into their account as well. This thing right here is unbelievable, and what I've been looking for years and years. So you guys, put your pride aside, okay? I don't care what you're building. If you're not receiving daily deposits into your bank account, again, what are you doing? Because we do 2 things one time, and that's all we have to ever do. And this money is going to keep coming and keep coming and keep coming.
I just wanted to confirm the young woman's testimony that you played, where she talks about, getting a drip every day. And I just want to confirm that, to say that I joined the co-op umbrella in January of 2021, you guys. And I have received a deposit in my co-op wallet every day since January of 2021, save maybe 3 or 4 days at most. And the thing about it is, what's so amazing about this, I'm amazed by that, first of all. And what's so amazing about this is that you really do not know where the money is coming from. I mean, I can't track that money at all. All I know is that I've received these deposits every day. And I think that what was so powerful also about our cooperative is the education that we get. You guys just don't know. If you're new to this, the education we get is second to none. Tony Robbins have nothing on what we get, truly, every day about everything. So I just want to encourage people to just go for it. The money is there. You can get whatever money you want. It's there. And definitely going to see everybody over the top.
Absolutely. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I want everyone to understand is that we've solved the #1 problem from people all around the world. All right. And that's needed residual cash flow on demand. Literally speaking, I want you guys to think about that. And so you're talking about being able to experience continual financial growth for the rest of your life just by becoming a member. And it really is just like getting on the escalator, and you're going to turn around and empower 3 people or 3 churches, 3 charities, it doesn't matter, to experience the exact same benefit, because the story is the story. We like to call this an empowerment fund, because what it's doing is providing all of our members, residual deposits, for everyday life, whether it's college tuition, medical costs, buying a home, firing your boss, vacations, whatever it is that you need cash flow for. We're showing you through this system how to get it on demand. And this is for everyone worldwide. Okay. And what's exciting is this, is that if something was to happen in the economy where the market goes up or down because of inflation and all kinds of stuff, we're completely protected from any of that downside in our closed loop, Mobius loop ecosystem. I want you guys to think about how powerful this is. I mean, this is the most incredible financial system we've laid our eyes on. And the best part, we're talking about for only $28 a month. You're going to be able to be your own bank. You're going to get some financial education, some blockchain education. You'll have access to a global community of people from every walk of life. We have people that's a part of our global community from jail to Yale. That's a part of this. So we're talking about basically going from being a wage slave, where you're taking care of residual debt all the time. And you guys can see here, when a person has a job, that simply means their money is unemployed. We're going to show you how to employ $125 that purchases 3 tokens that you're going to give forward to 3 people one time and teach them to do the exact same thing. And like one of our business partners, Corinthia Stack, said, We have a non-prejudice software that lends itself to a personal organization that simply lends itself to it. It is really just that simple. Okay. So we're excited about sharing this with you. And now it just boils down to you being one of 3 people that's looking at this information, guests. Number one, it's a yes, you're ready to accept the token. And let me be the first to congratulate you. What you're going to do is you're going to purchase your 3 tokens, and the member's going to show you exactly how to do that. So we got you covered there. We'll make sure you get your 3 tokens housed in your back office. And then you want to attend our new member orientation. That's going to share with you exactly what you need to do from day 1 to start generating unavoidable residual cash flow yourself. A second person may be a 2. They have questions, and that's understandable because this may be something you have to look at a second time or third time because it sounds too good to be true, but it's even better than it sounds. But we want to encourage you, get your questions answered, with a qualified member. In fact, when I stop my screen share, I'm here to entertain any questions that any of you as guests may have moving forward. And then once you get your questions answered, plug into our new member orientation, into our culture that we have to help you grow in this business. And then the third person is a no. For whatever reason, they just don't see it, and that's fine. We know this is for everyone, but everyone may not see it. And we also know that things change in life, right? You may go on to work next week and they give you your papers. Whatever the case may be, we want to thank you for your time and attention. We're going to be here waiting for you with open arms if you change your mind, because things happen in life and things change in life. But we're going to be here.